Have you seen this Gentleminions trend?
Yes, dude. Yeah.
Well, apparently, movie theaters have begun banning people in formal attire
What?
from watching the Minions
Why?
because some Gentleminions are not being gentleminionly.
They're being like rowdy during the movie, or
yeah, that's not very gentleminionly.
That's tough.
That's just you're just ruining it for.
What if I just wanted to show up and have a nice outing, have a nice evening, informal attire? Why can't I do that? That's
going on a hot date.
Yeah. You know, you used to sneak in like candy and food and stuff into the theater. Now you're sneaking in like suits.
What's that under your jacket? What?
Yeah. Whoa.
It's candy.
Yeah.
I swear.
I promise.
Welcome back, guys, to episode 5.
Cinco. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
In the afternoon. That's right. I am introducing the episode today.
Watch out.
A little bit of a curveball. Yeah, I know. We thought it might be best to switch it up every once in a while.
To keep you on your toes, really.
Keep things fresh. We don't want to bore you with the sound of Nathan's voice. So, I'm just kidding. Nathan has a great voice.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yeah. And I think I just want to say thanks everyone for listening. We've really been excited to see all of the new listeners hopping on, and a bit of an update on that. I think we can say we've officially gone international. Now. Yeah. I mean, we did have the listener in the UK a few episodes ago, but now I think we are in Switzerland, Germany, Canada.
We've
many other countries.
We've expanded to new markets for sure.
Forgetting.
Yeah, we are the pit bull of podcasts at this point.
I would say. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a title I would like to take.
Yeah. I'm claiming it. I don't think anyone's claimed it, probably.
Yeah.
But we have it now, Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. That's super exciting. Again,
welcome aboard.
Like you said before, could be a VPN.
Could be. Hey.
But I feel like that's several VPNs.
Yeah. I'm feeling more confident now that we are multinational, multiple listeners in different countries. So
yes, definitely.
I just think, it's cool to see that, because it's like, okay, surely we don't know these people. I don't know. Exactly. So that's fun. That's fun that it's growing. Obviously, like we are doing it because it's fun and enjoyable, but like if people are hopping on, that's great. And also shout out to
other people think it's fun and enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, the people that have been there since day one. Yeah. You the real ones.
Yeah, you do. We gotta have one you the real ones for every episode. It seems like we're heading that point.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, I also can't stop myself. So.
That's right. I do have an update on that initiative I was taking on. I think
No Meat Mondays. I'm assuming
2 episodes ago now. Mm-hmm. Yes. No Meat Mondays. Mm-hmm. So it's officially been 1 Monday since we recorded last. Or since we recorded that episode. I think we recorded I
think it's been 2 Mondays, but we recorded on a Monday. So
yeah. We recorded on a Monday. Then the next episode, not on a Monday.
Yeah.
So by now it has been officially 1 Monday.
Yeah.
It's actually Monday when we're recording this again. I'll get to that.
Oh my gosh, dude, my days are so But yeah.
But we made it. We made it 1 Monday. Okay. No meat. So I think we're practically vegetarian now.
Yeah.
But
we're locked in.
We are on another Monday today. It's actually the 4th of July too. So this is going to be the real test of character.
The real test. Yeah. How did lunch go so far? No meat?
Well, it's especially easy to not eat meat when you don't eat lunch.
Okay.
Can I just say? So didn't eat lunch. We have not had any meat today. I do want to.
And you have not had any other food either.
No. I mean, I had a single bowl of some chips. That's about it.
You're on the fasting. You're fasting, really. It's before the July for the troops.
I do want to hit on another update though that someone gave me, sort of antagonistic, maybe.
Okay.
They just kind of were not eating meat 1 day out of the week. That's kind of saying like that's not really all that impressive. And I just want to say maybe I misrepresented what I'm trying to do here. It's not like I'm not eating meat on Monday and then every other day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just busting out a steak and just going into it.
Sure.
Like,
for sure,
there are other days where I don't eat meat, but this is like the one consistent day.
I feel like I eat meat every day. So to me, that's impressive.
Wow.
Also, I'm not sure that it was meant to be a flex. I don't think it was.
It really wasn't either.
But more just something that you're doing.
Yeah. It's much more for my own health more than anything.
So. Everything is relative. To me, this is a big deal.
Yeah, to me, this is huge. We're making big moves on the meat scene.
There we go. I'm glad you could get that out there. Just get ahead of the press.
Yeah, I mean,
get ahead of the bad headlines.
They say no press is bad press, but that was
I think that would be pretty detrimental to your character. Yeah. That's a great update. I also do want to update on another thing that we were concerned about, frankly, in previous episodes, that 4.9 star rating on Spotify. We thought we had disabled 1 through 4 stars, and so we've rectified that situation 1 to 5 stars. But more seriously, thanks everyone for rating and reviewing, recommending. The 3 R's is what the big 3.
Yep.
But so yeah, Hruby, do you have any other updates from previous
I do have one other update kind of concerning my sleep schedule, which we talked a bit about. Was that last episode? I believe. Yeah. And I did what I said I was going to do, that I said I needed to do, which was the hard reset. I pulled an all-nighter. I actually did it. And it was kind of the perfect combination of factors that made it happen, to be honest. And the main factor was, it was the day that Stranger Things season 4 volume 2 came out.
Volume 2, yeah.
It was already at this point like 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I'm kind of scrolling through Twitter. I was like, whoa, Stranger Things season 4 volume 2 is out.
Yeah.
That's so only
this is like midnight going into Friday. So this is like Thursday night.
Yeah, okay. This is Thursday night, 2 in the morning. And yeah, I see it on Twitter. I was like, I know it's only 2 episodes. I can watch 2 episodes, be done by 4.
Long episodes though. Gotta watch out for that.
I forgot about how, we're looking at 1.5 hours, 2.5 hour long episodes.
Yeah.
So by the time I finished those, it was about like, because I took a break in between also, by the way.
Take a breather.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, that episode was intense.
That's good. And I think just in general, when you're doing an all-nighter, you want to pace yourself. You want to, do the self-care.
Exactly.
If you're not sleeping, you should at least take a breather.
Yeah. I got some water.
Yeah.
But by the time I finished those, it was like 6 a.m.
Time to go to
work. The light
is
coming through the window. It's light. The birds are chirping outside. I'm not going to sleep now. So then I just kind of get up, start walking around my room a little. I got an early start on the exercises.
Didn't need to roll out of bed. You just
no, I was already up. I just dropped straight to the ground.
Yeah.
And we pulled the all-nighter. I do want to say, unfortunately, it didn't work all that well because the next night I did stay up again until 4 a.m.
Consecutively. So how many hours were you up?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're looking at quite a bit of hours. I did take a nap, which might have been the problem after work on Friday. Took a nap from like 6 to 8 p.m.
Oh, that is a killer.
I think that might have been my issue. I think I can't take a nap.
Yeah. So. And
there's a few other things I'll mention later on. Those might have contributed to the all-nighter not really working out.
That is rough. That is not right. Well, yeah.
But, I tried it. Hey, I tried it. It didn't work out this time.
We gave it a go.
They say they say it might be insanity, but another all-nighter, maybe.
And, I think I am going a little insane with the lack of sleep. Sleep deprivation is a real issue.
I started seeing things. That was weird.
I saw Stranger Things in my room. It was crazy. I've actually got some sleep things to talk about as well.
Okay.
Not necessarily all-nighters, but some crazy things have been going on. Sleep as of late. Not so much like during the night, but like when I do take naps. I'm a napper. I'd say like when I was a kid, I was all anti-sleep. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I'm still kind of that way. Yeah. Where I just kind of want to.
You just want to be productive.
I'm living life. I'm loving life.
Yeah,
you're just I've got always... a zeal for the daytime.
Yeah.
But I have been kind of resorting to naps. And with those naps, and I guess in the night, I've been a big dreamer lately.
Big dreamer.
Yeah, thinking about where do I want to be 5 to 10 years time. No, I feel like, yeah, it kind of comes and goes, whether I remember my dreams or not.
Okay.
Well, it's coming. I gotta say, it is coming.
It's coming in space.
Yeah. Which I gotta say has not been great.
No, I'm not a fan of your own sort of subconscious.
Yeah, like work. I've been waking up stressed. I've been having stress dreams, even though like I don't really think I'm that stressed in real life. I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. What does my subconscious know that I don't?
That's probably pretty indicative of something wrong.
Yeah, but, some underlying issues.
Yeah, trauma or whatnot.
Yeah, it's not been great. But luckily, like I said, I haven't really been stressed in real life. So I wake up and I'm doing just fine.
Sure.
But one of these naps, I had on a little podcast. Was listening to an episode of the Ghost Runners podcast, which I mentioned in episode 1. Mm-hmm. But had it on, ended up dozing off, which is not indicative of the content. I gotta say, I was just in the mood for a nap. Yeah. But so I'm sleeping. You know how it goes when you're napping.
The eyes are closed. Got the REM sleep going. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But all of a
sudden,
I've
done it a few times.
Yeah, the audio from the podcast is becoming my dream. My dream is synced up to the podcast audio. Yep. It was incredible. It was like, so, and the content wasn't like that crazy. It was just, they were answering this question about like what to get your first time at Chipotle. And so in the dream, I'm like with them in Chipotle.
Oh, you're with them?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. They're in the dream. Like I'm kind of observing what they're talking about. It's like a reenactment of the podcast, but it's like in VR. It was incredible.
I got the Oculus on, looking around. The metaverse, man.
Metaverse is crazy. Yeah. I did meet with Zuck earlier that day, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I did just get a Facebook account, so I don't know what they're doing.
Big moves in the metaverse.
So I'm in there. I will say, I did take some creative liberties in the dream.
In the Chipotle.
The first thing that kind of threw me off was they were behind the counter. They were behind the counter, kind of talking about what to do. I'm like, how'd they get back there? Yeah. But I'm like, they probably know the owner. They probably know the owner.
Rest with the owner. Classic.
Then it got a little bit more crazy when Brad, one of the hosts, he stuck his arm in an ice machine. I don't know. I was like, wow, that can't be sanitary, but okay. No. They're goofy guys, they're goofy.
It's guys. Funny, his arm's freezing. And was that in the podcast, by the way? That was a creative liberty that you took?
I don't even know what they weren't even talking anything about putting your arm. They did. That was not one of their recommendations. First time at Chipotle, they did not say stick your arm in an ice machine.
You wouldn't believe the ice here. Okay.
One thing, one fun thing about Chipotle, you stick your arm in an ice machine, you get a free burrito. So there's that. And then they pointed to the ice and they called it Earl Grey. That's how I was like, this is just plain wrong.
I'm waking up now. Okay.
But no, I stayed in the dream, none the wiser. Mm-hmm. But it really was. It was so cool. Like, I kind of wish I could do that like all the time. Just like go to sleep to like any like audio and just like live in it. Like that would be so cool, which is kind of what a movie is, you know, but sure. I don't know. I think that's just so crazy though. Have you ever experienced something like I've had this experience before where like noises from my surroundings like make it into my dreams?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the pretty common one is your alarm going off, you know, that just like, why is this dude yelling at me in my dream?
Yeah.
And it's just your phone alarm. But
yeah, it's just you saying, wake up, it's time for work.
Yeah. Gotta get up, Nathan. Yeah. Gotta get up. I feel like I don't have any memory of experiencing that lately.
Yeah.
I personally don't really remember a lot of my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep a dream journal? I know some people do that.
Oh, I did I do occasionally. And that would be fun to find some of those. That would be fun to find some of those. Yeah.
Like every time I see a dream journal mention, I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. And then I'll do it for like a day. I just will stop after a day.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I don't dream frequently enough. Like I said, like it's off and on. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, if I don't dream journal in a while, if I have a dream, I might forget about it. But
I mean, I feel like, again, I don't really remember a lot of the dreams that I've been having. I'm sure that I'm having them, but
yeah.
I feel like the ones that I remember are just the ones where something horrible is happening to me. Like I'm falling to my death or, you know, somebody, I'm getting a lot of, oh, okay. This did happen to me recently. I remember, I mean, it happened to me in my dream.
Sure.
That's an important clarification.
Clarification.
Yeah. In my dream, I was walking around our college, UNL. University of Nebraska Lincoln. We both go there.
Yeah.
I was walking around our college, but it was like renovated. So it was like brand new.
Mm.
But the weird thing was there were like these weird elevators, but they were like staircases. So I don't know.
So an escalator? Or is that
you might be thinking that sounds like an escalator, but no,
it was so weird. It was like a machine.
Yeah,
and it brought you up to the next floor
in one spot.
You didn't get this. You didn't have to walk
up. Yeah. No, not like an escalator. It's like
that might have been real life, Hruby. I think.
So it was like a staircase, but the stairs themselves didn't move. It was like the whole structure moved up. So it was like an elevator, and it was like a twisty one.
Okay, so, sure. Spiral staircase. We keep it bougie up here.
Yeah, that's the word. Spiral staircase. A twisty staircase, you know.
Yeah, twisty. It's like a twisty tie, but like at stairs.
Yeah, I was like going to class on the second floor, and for some reason, my arm got stuck in this elevator, and you know, one thing led to another, and it chopped my arm off, basically. So, oh no. Now I'm missing an arm. Yeah. Woke up very quickly after that. Like, where's my arm? Sure. And I realized it was because the way I was sleeping, like, made my arm go like limp, basically.
No way.
Or like, you know, my
awesome.
My arm was asleep. I mean, my whole body was asleep, but my arm especially. And so it was like I couldn't feel it, which led to the dream chopping off my arm. Unfortunate to say the least, but at least I still had my arm.
Okay, one more thing. They say you can't, and this might be going on too much about dreams, but they say you can't read in your dreams, and that might be true. But recently, I did like read my phone to get the time in my dream, and that was actually part of why I was stressed in that particular dream. Is because I had taken like a morning nap, which is okay. That's actually another thing. If you want crazy dreams, take a nap in the morning. That's my experience. Like you wake up, maybe you like kind of get around a little bit, you go back to sleep, which is, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I really should stop doing that. But that way, I think it's something about like, you're like kind of rested. And so I don't know, maybe you're more attentive or whatever, but now you're back asleep. You're like kind of more awake than you are in the night. And so, yeah, this time I had taken a morning nap, and then I look at my phone and it says 4 p.m. I was like, wow, how did I sleep through lunch? No,
like,
this is not good. And then I woke up and it was like 10 a.m. I was like, oh my goodness. Wow. That was scary. That was scary.
I mean, you want to talk about being scared about taking naps. This happened to me. So before the all-nighter, it was, I believe, on Wednesday. You know, typical Ryan, going to bed at 4 a.m. Okay. I'm tired. I'm up for a few hours, but I'm starting to get a little tired, getting a little drowsy. So at 7:30, I'm like, we're taking a nap. So I set my alarm for 8:30. 8:30 p.m. We're taking a 1 hour nap.
Okay.
And
that's good.
Yeah. Because another thing is, I don't know if you've heard of like power napping.
I have, yeah.
But that's something that I subscribe to. And this is a bad example because an hour isn't like a power nap. Yeah, but like apparently 20 minutes is like the ideal time to nap. Because any longer than 30 minutes, you're getting into like deeper sleep.
Yeah, you're getting into the REM Speedwagon.
I'm not a sleep doctor.
Yeah.
I'm also not an optometrist.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm not a doctor at all.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about this, and honestly, I have this written down in my notes as like a potential future segment is questions for medical professionals. It's just
we seem to have a lot of them.
Yeah, I think we need to
dietitians.
Yeah, exactly. I've got questions that I need some answers to.
Yeah. So I start sleeping, and then I wake up at like 8:25.
Okay.
And birds are chirping outside.
Okay.
Lights coming through the window.
Oh, okay.
I hear people moving around outside my room, my roommates.
Sure.
By the way, the lights are on in my room because I didn't bother to turn them off before I went to take the nap. Because you know, I thought that would help me wake up better within an hour if the lights were on. Basically, all these factors made me think, oh my God, I just slept until the next day. Like it's like the sun's coming through my window.
Yeah.
The birds are active and about. Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
I thought I slept.
Yeah, these are not the night owls. These are the early birds. No. Clearly.
And it's like 8:25. And I'm like, I'm late for work. I gotta log on. I work remote, by the way. I don't remember if we mentioned that, but I'm busting out the laptop. I throw the laptop on. I'm logging in, which it takes a while to log in because you gotta connect to the VPN and all this stuff. Yeah. But as I'm typing in my password, my alarm on my phone goes off. And I grab it and I look at it. I'm turning the alarm off like what is this? And I look and it says 8:30 p.m.
8:30 p.m.
on my phone.
Yeah.
And I kind of sat there for like a solid minute in disbelief of like how did this happen? How did we get to this point?
Yeah. In a sense, that's the closest thing I think you get to time travel, because it's like, I've got so much more time than I thought. I've got a whole 12 hours.
Well, yeah, I mean, and by the way, I actually felt rested after that 1 hour. So you know what I did? Stayed up till 4 a.m.
Ryan, I guess I've got kind of an update from previous episodes. Last time we recorded, I was in quarantine, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Happy to report I'm out. I made it out.
You made it out. You escaped.
I did. Yeah, I did. So yeah, made it out of the little quarantine zone. Free reign in the house now. It's madness, but we did have a little kind of coming out party, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah, we had grilled up some burgers, had some lemon chews, just a little dessert that my mom makes. I'm convinced she could open a bakery if she was really feeling like it. But
sounds good.
Yeah, they're very tasty. But hello coming out party, kind of in line with that, or the next day, it's kind of a festivity, a week of festivities, so to speak.
We got activities going throughout the month.
Yeah, exactly. I also have taken a pilgrimage.
Wow. Okay.
I took a pilgrimage to Overland Park, Kansas. So
that's still quite a ways away.
Kind of the Mecca of the U.S., if you will.
Yep. I've heard of it called
that. Like I mentioned, I'm Catholic. I don't know how to say that really, but there's this relic that's going on tour in the U.S.
Interesting.
Kind of an international tour. Made a little stop in Overland Park, so we put on our pilgrim attire and went over there.
What is this relic?
So it's from this Saint Bernadette. Who did some wild stuff, but she that's actually kind of part of it. Is I didn't really know. I kind of read the information beforehand, but you get there and basically what you're looking at is I don't even know how to describe this. It's like
did you go and see it?
I did go and see it. It's a little enclosure.
An enclosure?
You're looking at this kind of, it's golden. It's a little golden.
Is it like a sarcophagus?
No.
Okay.
I don't even, this is very difficult to describe. It's like a little octagonal, little thingy.
A little thingy.
Right. This is why I have a podcast.
I think I've got a good image in my mind now.
Yeah. No, okay. It's like octagonal. It comes to a point at the top. Let's see if I can find a picture of it.
I mean, we're definitely putting a picture in the YouTube video after that.
Yeah, I am so bad at describing. I'm going to look at the picture. I think
maybe we'll overlay it over your poor explanation.
Yeah, we're going to need to do that.
So everyone can see.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying. We got octagonal base. Then we've got like an octagonal prism going up from that. Gotcha. I think I'm describing that correctly. But it's been a while since I've had geometry. Then we've got on top of that what looks like kind of a church spire with some buttresses, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I am familiar.
I don't know if they're flying or
I don't think
running or whatever. I don't know. But we've got some buttresses. And then it comes to the point it's got a cross on top, and it's gold. It's very shiny. It's very kind of meets the shiny object syndrome. And we've got kind of some paintings on top. Now it's
how big is this thing?
That's what I was getting into next. I'm trying to find a comparable thing. I would say bigger than a watermelon.
Bigger than a watermelon.
Maybe in line. I don't know. Okay. Actually, it might be in line with the watermelon. That's a weird way to describe it, but
that's pretty small.
Yeah,
so it's not large.
Right, yeah, it's not big. Anyway, so that's a good explanation of it, right? You guys have a clear picture.
Thank you all for listening to another segment of explaining things poorly.
Yeah, we don't even have to schedule this segment.
Nope,
because it's going to naturally come up as I try to explain things. Anyway, so we go in, we look at this. Beautiful church, by the way. It's very fancy. The lighting is insane in there. I want to know who their lighting guy is, because he's doing a great job.
I'd like to meet him because we've had some lighting issues.
Yeah, exactly. For the podcast, for future studios or whatever, we'll need his their
live shows and whatnot.
Update. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we're going in, paying our respects and whatnot, and we come out. I still don't really know what's inside, but it's that. Then we go, we find someone, we ask. Turns out it's a part of Saint Bernadette's rib. How about that?
Wow,
so that's exciting.
That is pretty exciting.
So I think part of why it's kind of a relic. I don't know. I'm going to explain this super poorly, so. Pope Francis, if you're listening, I know you're a big listener. We have one listener from Vatican City that shows up on our, which
is a huge percentage of their population. By the way.
That is, it's less than 1% of our listeners, but it's 1% or more of Vatican City. Yeah. So leave a voice memo, Pope, and let us know. But part of it is she is incorruptible. Is the official term for it, which basically means that she just didn't really decay after she died.
Okay.
And so I think that's part of part of why it's kind of a big deal. Also, she's just a
saint,
a prominent person in our faith. So that's that was kind of my big excursion, kind of trip of the summer. A lot of people are going to Europe this summer, and I say, Europe's coming to me. So that's how we like to do it. Saves a lot on travel costs. Anyway, on the way to this pilgrimage, and the first kind of leg of it, you could say, and really, I mean, we drive past this all the time, but on kind of our main road that's outside of our house, we drive past this. I guess it's kind of a farm. It's not really a farm. I live in the suburbs, so it's a larger bit of land. And there's a horse that we always like to check up on.
Sure.
But anyway, so we go past this horse, and there's kind of a pond on the property. And so a lot of times we'll see the horse in the pond, kind of just enjoying,
getting its feet wet.
Splash. Yeah, getting the feet wet for sure, getting the hooves wet. Just cooling off in these hot summer days, really. But apparently, this is kind of an issue. This is an issue for some of the neighbors, because when you drive a little bit further, when you drive past the pond and you're coming up on the house, they've got a sign in their yard. And the sign says, "Horse not stuck in mud, enjoying private pond." So clearly, I don't know exactly what has led up to this point, but it stands to reason that enough people have come up to the house and expressed their concern for the horse.
Or maybe just directly attempted to rescue the horse from the pond.
Yes, a rescue operation. Yeah, they're
underway.
They're bringing a team of people trying to coax the horse out of the water.
Maybe similar. I mean, they should get some of those frat boys and sorority girls from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I called them up. Yeah.
Although maybe
not. We're doing a little bit of a different game. It's more life and death, and
save the horse from the pond.
You gotta get into this circle, and the circle is just anywhere outside of the pond.
Have you all been sitting in your dad's attic?
Yeah,
tonight you gotta wrangle some horses.
That's been a cause of concern, which I can see. I mean, one time we were driving past, and the horse's mouth and nose and everything is submerged in the water, and we're like, I guess it can breathe, or maybe it's playing a game of how long it can hold its breath. I mean, I know I've done that, so maybe horses do too. I don't know. But anyway, I do love that. I do love that idea. Like I said, we're kind of in the suburbs, and people who, odds are they've never owned a horse. Going up and they're like, oh my gosh, oh no, this is a big issue.
Is in danger.
I'm sure these people that own the horse did not see this coming. They have not experienced this before. I need to tell them. I need to take it into my own hands.
These people probably have some sort of hero complex going on.
Sure.
Where maybe they're driving past tons of wayside animals. Maybe a deer eating some. Yeah, I don't know what deer eat.
Deer eating grass.
And they're like,
that's someone in need.
What is that deer doing? That deer cannot eat that. Or maybe it actually can't. So maybe that's a bad example.
But, it can and it does. We have some deer in our neighborhood that we go by.
Did you save them?
No. I think part of it is we do have some neighbors that used to feed the deer, and that might have been a little bit of an issue. Maybe it's the same neighbors that try to rescue the horse.
They're driving all around Kansas, saving all these animals.
That actually reminds me. Okay, so I live in an area that's kind of, I would say the average age is up there. I don't know. It's not a retirement community by any means, but it's
on the cusp of seniority.
Yeah, maybe. They're spry, they're young, but they've got some experience. But the thing that really throws me off is when you, oh god, maybe I shouldn't say this. Oh gosh, this might be giving away too much. This might be giving away too much information about where I live. But I'll say it. We might cut it
1, 2, 3, 4 Overland.
When you look on Google Maps, there is a business in the neighborhood, and it's some sort of DJ. It's some sort of DJ company, or DJ service.
Yeah.
And I really like to imagine that, this is kind of a retirement plan for one of my neighbors. They like to stay hip, they like to stay young, and so they're out there spinning tracks and making
busting
people
a hip.
Busting a hip while other people are busting a move. Yeah, that's kind of the dichotomy.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see if that stays in. I don't know. Between the horse and the DJ service, that might be
they've triangulated your location, and our 70 listeners are moving in.
They're banging down my door. But
Pope Francis.
I guess on another animal note, that might be stretching a little bit for the transition, but of course it's kind of the holiday season, so to speak, depending on what you define as holidays. But we are celebrating a big holiday. Mm-hmm. That holiday, of course, being Wayne Chicken Days. I don't know if you're are you familiar with the Chicken Days?
No.
Okay. So this is chicken. Kind of okay. So you would love this event.
But yeah.
This is a celebration, kind of it's a big deal, frankly, that I learned about last summer with one of my coworkers at my internship at the time. But takes place in Wayne, Nebraska, kind of in the northern area of the state. And it's basically just a bunch of chicken festivities, really just celebrating chickens,
sure.
Which I love. There are a couple additional things. For one, when they started it, there was really no tie to chickens. They were just like, yeah, this seems like a good thing to celebrate. Let's do it. Let's see what we can make. The other thing is you actually cannot own a chicken in Wayne, Nebraska. So that's the other kind of thing that adds a little bit of a twist and some intrigue. But there are a couple big things. Obviously, like it's kind of what you would expect from a chicken festival. We got chicken impersonations. That's not the right word for it. Chicken calls and whatnot. We've got. I actually don't. I think we.
That's the only thing.
I think we maybe have some chicken races. I don't know.
Races.
I've never been. I've never had the pleasure.
Okay.
But the big event that really sticks in my mind, and maybe is going to get me out to Wayne someday to see this, is I don't even know what the official name of it is. I'm going to call it a chicken flight competition. As you might know, in fact, you almost certainly know, chickens are largely a flightless bird. They can get around. They do all right.
I did hear about
that for themselves. But in this event particularly, they have some assistance. So here's kind of the setup. Step one: if you're wanting to, kind of have your own chicken flight competition, maybe start up your own chicken days wherever you are.
DIY.
This is going to be kind of essential to what you're going to want. Step one: you're going to want to set up a mailbox. That's kind of an interesting thing. And it's not, you don't want it outside your house. You're going to want it in kind of an empty green space. Give them some flight room for takeoff and landing. So you take a mailbox, and as far as I can tell, you just cut out the front and back. You just kind of get rid of that. And then you put a chicken in the mailbox.
I see where this is going.
And then, fill in the blanks here. You take a blank. We're going to treat this as a Mad Lib. You take
what would you take? Maybe some balloons?
Some balloons. Okay. I like that idea. I'm thinking
up here.
You take some balloons and then you tie strings around those balloons and you
attach them to the mailbox.
Okay. That's exactly right. You attach them to the mailbox. You want to get enough balloons. It's going to look a lot like Up. Yeah, it is.
That's kind of where my brain was.
And then you get a Boy Scout and an old man
and Find a talking dog along the way.
Yes. You actually dress the chicken up in a Boy Scout uniform. No, okay. And you take the mailbox off the pole and you just see how far it goes. No, I didn't like that idea. That was a fantastic answer.
I thought I was onto something there.
I think
apparently not.
I would love to see other people. I would love to see someone do that. Start up a chicken days in your competition.
So what do they do? They just throw the mailbox?
No. That is actually a great idea. Start up a chicken days in your area and then hold a competition to see who can get chickens to fly the farthest. You could have a number of methods. You got balloons. You could try attaching some wings to the chicken.
That was my my second idea was attaching wings to the mailbox and making like a glider sort of situation.
Yeah. That would be
setting
honestly
off
excellent.
from an elevated area.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to see that. It's kind of like an egg drop.
How you're making it sound, these chickens aren't going to fly at all.
Right.
Which is really disappointing.
And I'll get there. But I think maybe it's kind of an egg drop, but before or after, depending on what theory you subscribe to.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what you do, you take a chicken, you put it in the mailbox, and then the correct answer, what we were looking for, is you take a plunger and you push the chicken out of the mailbox and see how far it goes. So
Dang
that was probably your second answer, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Now I was just looking at things around my room.
You got balloons in your room
over there. There's a plunger to my left.
Okay, yeah.
Airplane wings to my right.
So you don't have balloons in your room.
A chicken right in front of me.
Yeah, chicken right in front of me. I always keep a chicken near me, in my vicinity. That's kind of that's my backup alarm. That's my backup alarm. That's kind of a better indication of
Some
whether
people use roosters.
Yeah,
I use chicken.
I'll see you there, July 8th through the 9th.
Okay. I am going on vacation during that exact time period, unfortunately.
Yeah. That is the thing. This might be a little bit of a shorter episode because we are recording like 2 to 3 days from now. So we will we'll have a little bit of we're keeping a little bit of stuff for next episode just so we don't have nothing. But no, it'll be good. Which, to be fair, we did plan ahead. We were planning on having more time. We're giving ourselves more time.
We're not complete idiots. Okay.
I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh. These guys are so unprofessional. They don't know what they're doing.
We are.
I'm going to stop listening, frankly. I expect a level of professionality that's greater than this. But there were some...
to those people, we say thank you.
Please don't
for
go.
making it this far.
But there were some things that were out of our control. Namely, one of them has been more impactful on your life, really, outside of the podcast, is a rogue fire alarm. Which, okay, I do want to hear more about this. What's going on? It's not going off, right? It's not indicating a fire.
Well, so there's been a fire raging in my apartment the past couple days, and barely made it out intact. No, so not really a fire alarm. I mean, it would alert me to a fire or other forms of smoke. It's a smoke detector.
Sure.
And it has been.
You've heard of these.
Might have one in your house. Might want to look around.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, that would actually be pretty concerning.
Yeah, that might be illegal, depending on where you live. I don't know.
Definitely in violation of some municipal codes. But yeah, so in my apartment, there is a smoke detector in every room except the bathroom.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And
that's actually kind of their motto at the apartment complex. A smoke detector in every room. It's
that's actually what sold me on the place.
Yeah, it's like, oh no way.
I was on
the other
fence,
ones don't explicitly say it. So
yeah, I wasn't sure. And except for the sort of living room, which has 2 smoke detectors, except neither of them are in the kitchen area for some reason.
Okay.
Both of them are like in the hallway leading to the rooms. But yeah, so I'm gonna preface this by I've already been telling Nathan about this because it's been impacting our recording. We were gonna record on, was it
Friday night? I think.
Yeah, Friday night, and we couldn't because the smoke detector was beeping over and over again, and it was intruding in the recording. The problem was you might be thinking, Ryan, just change the batteries. The smoke detector. And
yeah, this is kind of the usual. Yes,
that is genius.
Yeah. And you're like, I didn't think about that. I'm going to go do that.
I was halfway there. So I actually went to the store and bought the batteries to put into the smoke detector because they're like special batteries. Yeah, this isn't, AAA, AA.
Sure.
These are like little 9-volt batteries.
In fact, I wish I had AAA, like roadside assist, but for my apartment.
That would be nice.
That would be great. Yeah.
That would be nice because since it was the weekend, the maintenance people could not help me out with the problem, which was my roommates were gone. My roommates were gone for the weekend. It's 4th of July weekend. And unfortunately, they locked the door to their room.
Unfortunately, they don't trust me.
They thought I was going to enter the room, which I was going to be fair.
You steal their valuables once, and then they never trust you again.
To be fair, I was going to enter the room, but for a good cause, to change the smoke detector behind the locked door.
Yeah.
And, frankly, this thing, it started like Friday afternoon.
Okay. Yeah.
And...
So during the workday or no? During
the workday, yeah.
Okay.
I was actually on a meeting with somebody. I was like, I'm sorry if you can hear that, but there's a smoke detector going on. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe a little bit of prior information. This has happened before.
Oh, like same detector or no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because every other time, the beeping has only lasted like a day.
Yeah.
And so like it starts beeping. And then I'm like, all right, well, we should probably go and get the batteries.
Yeah.
So the next day, I'm going to go to the store to get the batteries, and there's no beeping. Like it's done. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I'm not going now.
You're done. Yeah. Wait, but does that just mean that it ran out of battery? Do you still not replaced it?
Well, the thing is, I'm going around like hitting the test buttons. Like, you can press the button to test, and these things are loud. Like they're not low on battery.
They're all doing okay.
They're doing fine. They're doing great.
Are you saying in the past, like you've tested all of them and they're okay?
Yes.
Okay.
But they've also
basically how I was imagining it is it starts beeping, it stops. Oh, well, I guess it's okay now. My thought is it's ran out of batteries. You no longer have that smoke detector in use.
But yeah,
you're just living in an apartment.
And honestly, I would be fine with that at this point.
Oh gosh.
But for some reason, it doesn't beep. It says that it's fine. It beeps a little more. Like a few weeks later, stops, starts again. This thing can't make up its mind.
Yeah.
And now the one time it decides to go for several days at a time, I can't do anything. I'm powerless. Powerless against this thing.
I mean, look, I know AI. All right, I'm a computer scientist. We're a long way from a sentient AI, but maybe we're not as long away as we think. Maybe we have a sentient AI in this smoke detector.
Yeah,
it's teasing you. It's like, oh, am I out? No, I'm good. Am I out? And then it knows the room is locked. There's nothing you can do. It's the weekend.
It's taunting.
You're
me.
done.
It's
I'm going to end you. Yeah.
Well, so what do I do? Well, the only thing I can do, I vacate the premises.
Yeah. So I retreat to a secondary location.
Yeah. I'm in Omaha right now. I'm actually at my parents' house.
Yeah.
Doing the
smoke
recording.
detector has one.
Yeah,
it's probably throwing a rager right now.
Apartment. Yeah,
it's invited.
It recruited all the other smoke detectors in the room. It's got a whole floor party going now. Exactly. They're all beeping simultaneously. Beep, 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 beep. I heard this sick EDM music the other day. You wouldn't believe it. Kind of reminds me of my old apartment.
That's right. I hope that's what's going on. It's a take on Toy Story, but it's doing smoke detectors.
Thankfully, the smoke detectors in my parents' house are all fueled up and ready to go.
Actually, gas powered.
They're energized and they are doing well.
That's hey, I'm good to hear.
Which enabled us to, that enabled us to record today. We were going to record last night, but another issue. My neighbors here at my parents' house. This isn't a knock on them. Okay, I love America as much as the next guy.
We're on record.
We are on records as
quote me on that.
Fans of America. My neighbor's extremely patriotic. That past night, July 3rd. Which hey, fair enough. But I gotta say, why are you not saving the big ones for the 4th?
Yeah, for the big day, the big event. So yeah, there was some shelling going on last night.
Yeah, and we didn't want to record the podcast with intermittent booms every few seconds.
Right. I didn't even really think about 4th of July. Yeah, it's kind of a secondary holiday to Chicken Days.
That's
kind
a
of
good point.
Overshadowed, I would say, but there are some people that like to celebrate it. So
at least in my neighborhood.
Good on them. Do you have any plans for the 4th here tonight?
I do have some plans. We're actually getting together. Nathan and I are doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm getting together with some friends of mine. We're gonna be lighting off a few fireworks of our own.
Okay. Yeah. Are you historically a big fireworks guy?
I've been on record as being big on fireworks.
Yeah. I did do kind of a press circuit in 2008 where I was commenting on that. So you can look that up on YouTube.
I wouldn't say I'm huge on, I'm not busting out the big bucks.
Right.
But I'll, in the $80 to $100 range in my younger years.
Okay.
These days, we're going more maybe like $40 to $50.
Okay, sure.
I feel like when I have children, though, which, definitely going to happen.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, sure.
I feel like then I'm going all out. Like at that point, what else do I have to spend money on?
My life savings every year.
Retirement's going to be rough, a little hedge fund. It's
hedge fund
named Fireworks. Pretty sure that's how hedge funds work.
I don't. Yeah, so. I'm going to be trying to beat the market. Going for probably millions of dollars of fireworks. I'm trying to outshine the Washington D.C.s, the New Yorks.
Yep.
I will be buying a barge and setting it up on the Missouri River and just going crazy with it.
Yeah. So those are my plans for tonight. Missouri, Mississippi River, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Sure. I was just thinking Omaha,
Okay.
That's the Missouri River,
makes sense.
Right? Yeah. I know my geography. Missouri River, longest river in North America. How about that? Huh? There we go. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fiurworks guy.
Not big on fire.
I enjoy watching them from a distance. But I do, get a little antsy, a little bit. What's going to happen here?
Losing
What's going to happen here?
Well, yeah.
I think explosions in general are kind of not my.
I'm a little averse to explosions.
Sure. Yeah.
Just not as much so.
Than me, clearly. I didn't really grow up around them. I don't actually know if I've lit a firework in my life.
Well, you got to come on down to Omaha. I'll show you how it's done.
Come on down. You already know.
No. I definitely get not growing up around them, and I live in maybe this is giving away too much about my address, but I live in a circle.
I don't think that's giving away too much.
So, try to find me. But
I don't know if this is giving away too much, but my street is made of asphalt. I don't know if that's, gosh.
Got a wooden house with a driveway.
Sure.
3-car driveway. And
and it's got this it's got like a roof on it. It's got a roof.
It's got this structure on the top, protects against hail.
Hail, rain, really anything falling from the sky to an extent. Hey, be reasonable about it.
Most things falling from the sky. But in this circle, when I was younger, we don't do this anymore because we're older. But we'd basically throw like huge 4th of July parties. Like I remember distinctly getting like bounce houses set up At one point we had like horses to ride.
No way.
I wish I was making that up.
And were they in a pond or no?
They were
rescued
sort
them
of like
from a nearby pond.
Maybe they were probably ponies, but they were like,
miniature
attached
horses.
To like, yeah, basically.
That's sweet. Oh my goodness, I've never heard of that
attached to a ring
awesome.
that you would like ride, and they would like go in a circle,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
That's honestly sounding like you could do some mean Revolutionary War reenactments. We've got
one side is fortifying the bouncy castle while the other charges on horseback.
Yeah, that would be a ton of fun, actually, like a neighborhood Revolutionary War reenactment. Sure. Like you got someone up in the attic, like holding up 2 lamps, and then you got the miniature horse. It's like a Christmas pageant or like a Easter pageant or whatever. Kind of a little bit more less religious, more patriotic.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun.
But that was during the daytime. By nighttime, clear all that stuff away.
Sure.
Bringing out the big guns. And by guns, I mean fireworks. For any confusion. Mm-hmm. And lighting those off. Sometimes they would let the kids do it. Don't know how safe that is. But
it's a memory. It's a memory that'll last. I do kind of want to flesh out this idea a little bit more. This
revolutionary idea. I mean,
I've got plenty of years until that's kind of an idea for me.
But I'll be training my kids early.
You find a lake or like a pond or something, you throw in some tea, you get some of that. You kind of go through the whole thing. But it's just kind of bringing to light what 4th of July is all about. So, and feel free to use that. Feel free to do a Chicken Days plus Revolutionary War pageant combo. And I would love to see it. All right. Well, even after we said this might be a shorter episode, we've continued to go on for quite a while now, but that is kind of fitting. I feel like that's, like saying that we need to like wrap it up and then like going on for another like half hour. That's such a Midwest thing to do.
Yeah.
Like maybe not Midwest, but like stereotypically it's such a Midwest thing to do. So that's nice. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you. I don't know why I was split between
you specifically.
Thanks and thank you, which that's we're doing great here. But no, thank you so much for listening. Episode 5 in the books. Another one. Low-key sponsored by DJ Khaled. So yeah, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, share it with a friend, share it.
Share it with your mom.
Or share it with your enemies,
Sure.
Anyone. I don't.
Friends, enemies.
Yeah. If there's anyone,
relatives.
Yeah, exactly. If there's anyone that you're wanting to, maybe turn around, maybe you're like, we haven't had the best relationship, but now we can.
Turn a new page.
Suggest this podcast to them. And if you had this podcast shared with you, it's up to you to figure out which category you fall into.
Pass it on.
I don't know.
It's going to be sort of a chain email situation.
Right. And it's up to you to figure out, am I a friend or an enemy? I don't, you might never know. Anyway, but leave us some reviews, leave us some comments. Let us know what your favorite part of the episode was. All right, best get going now. I'll see ya. Drive safe. Have a good time. Have a good day. Have a good week. Until next time. See ya. Just having fun as always. We're keeping the vibes up. I don't know why I always want to say that. I really don't like that phrase.
Can we restart?
Yeah, we can restart.